This cabinet is very heavy, mostly metal, and has removable shelves and double doors. The inner doors are glass. It has controls and some input-output areas. It's known to be laboratory equipment. What is its purpose? This could be an incubator, specifically one used to germinate seeds or grow plant cultures. A laboratory incubator is an insulated box that provides a controlled and stable environment. The controls would be for precisely regulating the temperature, humidity, and sometimes the light cycles. The glass inner doors allow the user to observe the contents without disturbing the internal atmosphere. This would be used in a botany, agriculture, or genetics lab for scientific research on plant growth. This extremely heavy, thick-walled steel pipe has strange flanges, jaw ends. It was found on the edge of a newly acquired property where the old owner had a machine shop. Is it for drilling or part of a driveline? This looks to be an old fishing tool for an oil or possibly a water well. In the drilling industry, fishing is the process of retrieving objects that have been accidentally lost or broken off down the well bore. This tool would be a specific type of grapple or overshot designed to be lowered down the well to grab onto a fish, which is the severed or stuck part of the drill string, the drill pipe. Its heavy, robust construction is necessary to withstand the immense forces involved in these downhole recovery operations. This smooth stone tool with intricate cross-hatch patterns carved in was found well wrapped in a wooden box bought at an auction in England. It feels well handled. Could it be an ancient tool? While it has the feel of an old tool, the crosshatch pattern looks decidedly machine-made, not hand-carved. This is likely a tool, but a more modern one, not an ancient one. It could be a burnishing tool for pottery or leatherwork, where the patterned surface is used to smooth or texture the material. Or it could be a kitchen tool like a pestle with a textured head for grinding spices. The intricate, perfectly uniform pattern is the key giveaway that it was made with modern machinery, not by ancient hand-carving techniques. This is a cast-iron lab device with a crank, a copper drum, and a counter. It's from Griffin and Tatlock Lessentide. A vertical rod is adjustable and has a hook on top. What is this for? After much research, this is a Callender's apparatus. It is a device used in physics education to demonstrate the mechanical equivalent of heat. It works by measuring the potential energy lost to heat due to friction. A ribbon or cord is looped around the copper drum. A weight is hung from one end of the ribbon, and a spring balance might be on the other. By turning the crank, the drum rotates against the friction of the ribbon, which generates heat, causing the temperature of the drum to rise. By measuring the work done and the temperature change, students can calculate a value for the mechanical equivalent of heat. This plastic clip has a bit of metal on one end. It was found in the bathroom of a house. What is it for? This goes on your toilet fill tube. Inside your toilet tank, a small flexible tube runs from the top of the fill valve over to the overflow pipe. Its purpose is to direct a small amount of water down the overflow pipe during a refill, which is what refills the toilet bowl itself. This small plastic clip is used to secure the end of that flexible refill tube to the top of the overflow pipe, ensuring the water goes where it's supposed to and doesn't just spray into the tank. These are ceramic pieces stitched together with kanji on them. It was found at a Japanese grandmother's house in Brazil. Google Lens thought it was mahjong, but the pieces aren't stitched like this. What is it? It's a tochin, which is a ceramic pillow. This one is specifically a type that is meant to be tied around another, thicker pillow. The text, written in old-fashioned right-to-left horizontal style, translates to Association for the Promotion of Psychophysiological Therapy. In traditional Asian medicine, ceramic pillows were believed to have health benefits, such as keeping the head cool. This one, from a therapeutic association, would have been promoted for its supposed health-giving properties. It is a fascinating piece of traditional and alternative medicine. This is a very small plastic resealable cap found in a backyard. It can be closed and opened, and the other end is solid. There are no odors. What is it? Given its small size and resealable nature, this is a small drug container, the kind often used for illegally transporting or selling a single dose or a small amount of illicit drugs, such as cocaine or heroin. They are often referred to by various slang names. Their small size makes them easy to conceal. Finding one in your backyard is a concerning sign of drug-related activity in the area. This is a Kobalt brand case with storage, an adjustment mechanism, jig anchors, and grid lines for measuring. Google queries have been unsuccessful. What is this toolkit? This looks a lot like the 28-piece workstation from the brand Kobalt. It's a portable, all-in-one workstation and toolkit, likely a discontinued product. The case itself would open up to reveal a work surface with built-in measuring grids and clamps, the jig anchors. The various storage compartments would hold a selection of basic hand tools like a screwdriver with interchangeable bits, pliers, and a tape measure. It was designed as a compact, portable solution for small DIY projects and repairs around the house. This cabinet is in a building's basement next to the washing machines. The logo on the inside is for an old piano company. The right side top opens, but the left does not. What is it? It's a gramophone or phonograph cabinet. In the early 20th century, record players were not small electronic devices, but large pieces of furniture. This cabinet would have housed the turntable under the lid on the right side that opens. The sound from the needle would be acoustically amplified by a large internal horn, with the sound coming out through the grill on the front. The other sections of the cabinet would have been for storing 78 RPM records. Many piano companies also manufactured gramophones during this period, as they were also in the business of making fine wooden furniture for home entertainment. These tall yellow tubes are along a ski slope in Alaska. They are taller than a person and appear to have turbines at the top. The ski area is closed for the season. What are they? The guess is correct. These are snowmaking machines. Specifically, they look like fan gun-style snowmakers. These machines use a powerful fan, the turbine at the top, to blow a large plume of air. Water is then atomized into a fine mist by nozzles and sprayed into this plume of air. If the ambient temperature and humidity are low enough, the tiny water droplets freeze as they travel through the air, falling to the ground as man-made snow. They are essential for ski resorts to ensure they have a good snow base throughout the season. Found on the south coast of Norway, this is a large, yellow, plastic glass fiber spiral, about 1.5 meter in diameter and 6 meters long. What is this massive piece of machinery? This is an Archimedes screw, a type of screw pump. Specifically, this one is from a flumill tidal power project. The flumill concept was a type of ocean current or tidal stream generator. This large screw would be anchored to the seabed. The moving current of the water would cause the screw to rotate. This rotation would then be used to drive a generator to produce electricity. It is a massive and impressive piece of renewable energy technology, likely washed ashore after a storm or the decommissioning of a test project. This ceramic and metal fixture was found on Largs Beach, Scotland. It's the size and shape of an average thumb and has a threaded outer sheath marked MA and Deposee. The finder initially thought it was a spark plug or a light bulb. The initial thought was correct. This is an old spark plug. The ceramic part is the insulator, and the metal is the body. An intact one of the same make shows a similar logo. Deposee is the French equivalent of patented or registered, indicating a registered design. Spark plugs from the very early days of internal combustion engines had many different shapes and designs before they became standardized. This is a fascinating piece of very early automotive or marine engine technology that has been weathered by the sea. White balls are hanging in plastic bags on a vine on the south side of the island of Madeira. There are several bags full of them. What are they? These are probably mothballs used to deter wildlife. Mothballs are small balls of chemical pesticide and deodorant, traditionally made with naphthalene or a similar chemical. While they are used to protect clothes from moths, some people also hang them in bags in their gardens or vineyards. The strong, pungent smell is believed to be unpleasant to animals like rodents, deer, or other pests, potentially deterring them from eating the grapes or other plants on the vine. The plastic bags protect the mothballs from rain while still allowing the smell to escape. Two pipes, 6 to 8 inches in diameter, stick out of a concrete slab right next to the water at a marina in Anacortes, WA. A slight hissing sound was coming from the top of one of the pipes. What are they? These are the vent pipes for an underground fuel tank. A marina has to store large quantities of gasoline or diesel fuel for boats, and this is typically done in large underground storage tanks. These vent pipes are a critical safety feature. They allow air to enter the tank as fuel is pumped out, and they allow fuel vapors to escape safely as the tank is being filled or as the temperature changes, preventing a dangerous buildup of pressure or vacuum inside the tank. The hissing sound is likely just vapor being displaced by changing temperatures. Found on the floor of a shop, this is a small fabric pouch containing a tiny wooden block with writing on it. The shop has a lot of Asian tourists. What is it? This is a Japanese omamori, a type of protective talisman or amulet. These are sold at Shinto shrines and Buddhist temples in Japan. The small fabric pouch, often beautifully embroidered, contains a prayer or a blessing written on a piece of paper or a small wooden block, like this one. The writing inside would specify what the charm is for. They are available for a huge variety of purposes, such as safe travels, success in exams, good health, or finding love. A tourist likely bought it for safe travels and then accidentally dropped it. Found in a junk drawer, this is a plastic piece of something. The finder would like to know what it goes to before they throw it away. There are holes on both sides that line up. What is it? This looks like a piece that attaches the windshield wiper blade to the wiper arm. Different car manufacturers use different styles of connectors for their wiper arms, like J-hook, bayonet, or pin type. When you buy a new replacement wiper blade, it often comes with a variety of these small plastic adapters. The user selects the adapter that matches their vehicle's wiper arm, clips it onto the new wiper blade, and then attaches the whole assembly to the arm. This is one of those leftover unused adapters. One day, this round black thing, about the size of a baseball, randomly appeared under the passenger seat of a car. The mechanic had never seen anything like it before. What is it? Posting at the top level, since the picture that led to the product is buried under some replies. This is a TAO Clean On-a-Diamond Orbital facial brush and cleansing station, but it is missing the brushes and the charging base. This is a high-end electronic facial cleansing device. The main round part is the handheld motor unit. Interchangeable brush heads would attach to it. After use, the handle is placed in a base station that not only charges it, but also uses UVC light to sanitize the brush head. This stainless steel utensil has a black handle, a concave, quarter-sized divot, and a flat rim. Google Lens has failed. Please help. This site shows something very similar listed as part of a set of salad servers. A set of salad servers consists of a large spoon and a large fork for tossing and serving salad. This is likely the spoon part of the set, and the concave divot is simply a stylistic, decorative element in the design of the spoon's bowl. Its specific purpose is just to serve salad, but its unique, modern design makes it hard to identify on its own without its matching serving fork. This is a 3-piece china set with a saucer, a cloche, a dome-shaped cover, and a perforated ring. The finder presumes the ring is to elevate food, maybe for keeping half an onion fresh. What is it? This is a butter dish, specifically an antique one designed for freshly made butter. In the traditional butter-making process, after the butter is churned and shaped, it continues to weep a small amount of liquid, which is the buttermilk. The perforated disc is placed in the bottom of the dish, and the ball of fresh butter is placed on top of it. This allows the liquid buttermilk to drain through the holes and collect in the saucer below, separating it from the solid butter. The cloche is then placed on top to keep the butter fresh. This enameled container is meant to hang on the wall. It has a bottom spout and a flat back with an aperture for hanging. It could be from the early 1900s to the 1960s and was found among an older relative's things in Australia. It was thought to be related to a vintage gas water heater. What is it? The commenter want to say this has been on here before, and it was for enemas. This enameled container is a wall-mounted enema bag or can. In the early 20th century, before disposable enema kits were available, reusable enema equipment was common for home medical care. This container would be filled with the enema solution and hung on a wall in the bathroom. A rubber tube would be attached to the spout at the bottom. Gravity would then provide the pressure for the fluid to flow through the tube. Enameled metal was used as it was easy to clean and sterilize. These mirrors are hinged but cannot be swiveled. They are about 4 poulers 10 inches when opened up. What are they? This is likely part of a stereoscope, specifically a Wheatstone or mirror stereoscope. A stereoscope is a device for viewing a pair of separate images, depicting left eye and right eye views of the same scene as a single three-dimensional image. This type uses a pair of angled mirrors to present the two images to the viewer's eyes. The hinge design would allow it to be folded for storage and adjusted for different viewing distances. It is a classic piece of optical equipment for creating the illusion of 3D from 2D images. These are plastic blocks on the wall of a flat in the UK. They are 10 cm, and there are 4 in total. One is above a door, and another is in a far corner of the ceiling. They don't appear to cover something. What are they? It's a generic, narrow, blank wall plate cover. Its purpose is to cover some kind of electrical junction box or a hole where a device used to be. Judging by the locations, above a door in a corner of the ceiling, the first guess would be that they are covering the wiring for an old alarm system. These are common locations for motion sensors or magnetic contacts for a security system. The original system was likely removed, and these blank plates were put in place to neatly cover the leftover wiring and junction boxes in the wall. These boxes are zip-tied to an electricity meter. The finder is getting older and can't remember if they have always been there. What are they? It is where the inside and outside telephone wires are connected. This is a telecommunications network interface device, NID, or a demarcation point. It's the box where the telephone company's line coming to the house is connected to the customer's inside wiring. The box provides a test jack, allowing the homeowner or a technician to determine if a line problem is on the phone company's side or within the home's own wiring. Its placement near the electric meter is a common location for utility services. The yellow part of this works great for a paint project, and the finder wants to know what it's called to get more. It's a black, squishy sponge on top and a dense yellow foam with a tiny amount of squish on the bottom. It was found with cleaning supplies. This reminds the commenter of the applicators that used to come with Meguiar's Tire Shine. Tire Shine is a product used to give car tires a wet, glossy look. To apply it evenly without getting it all over your hands, it often comes with a special applicator pad like this one. The dense yellow foam is the applicator part, which you use to spread the product on the tire's sidewall. The black sponge part on top is the handle or grip, keeping your hands clean. It is a purpose-built car detailing accessory. This teeny tiny flask may be 100 years old. It smells like cloves inside. A nickel is shown for comparison. The finder's 90-year-old grandma thinks it may have belonged to her grandmother. Is it for perfume? It is for toothaches, not perfume. The clove smell and the utilitarian design are the key giveaways. Clove oil is a traditional, natural remedy that has been used for centuries to relieve the pain of a toothache due to its analgesic and antiseptic properties. This small flask would have been used to carry a small amount of clove oil. A person suffering from a toothache could then apply a tiny drop of the oil directly to the sore tooth or gum using a bit of cotton. These small personal remedy vials were a common item in a time before modern dentistry. This is a very small plastic twist-off cap, like from the old Kool-Aid bottles, but much smaller. It was found jammed in a dishwasher pump, causing a lot of headache. What is it from? Although the exact match cannot be found, this reminds the commenter of the twist-off tabs on some of the COVID-19 test kits or DNA test kits they have used. Many home testing kits come with a small plastic vial containing a buffer solution. This vial is sealed with a plastic cap that is designed to be twisted off to open it. This small, discarded piece is very likely the twist-off tab from such a testing kit, which was then accidentally washed into the dishwasher, where its small size allowed it to get into the pump. This is a soft rubber thing that could snap on something. It's high quality, found in the garage. What is it? Solved. The finder just found out that it comes from an AMS Lite stand, which is part of a 3D printer system from Bamboo Lab. The AMS Lite is an automatic material system that allows a 3D printer to automatically switch between 4 different colors or types of filament during a print. This soft rubber component is likely a foot, a bumper, or part of the filament guide system for the stand that holds the 4 spools of filament, designed to dampen vibration or ensure smooth operation. This heavy chunk of metal has the letters HB pressed into it. The finder has had it for over 30 years and grew up in Canada and Germany. What is it shaped like? That is shaped like a copper refining anode. In the electrolytic refining of copper, impure copper is cast into these large, shaped anodes. These anodes are then placed in an electrolytic bath. An electric current is passed through the bath, which causes pure copper to dissolve from the anode and plate onto a pure copper cathode sheet. This is likely a small commemorative giveaway ingot from a copper refinery. The HB and the Canada connection make the commenter suspect it is from Hudbay Minerals, a Canadian mining company. This machine was found sealed in between the walls of a house. On the left is a red bulb labeled medium, and the right has what appears to be a belt driver. What is this? This is an old Montgomery Ward screw drive garage door opener. The main unit, containing the motor and the logic board, would be mounted on the ceiling of the garage. The long track would have a large rotating screw inside it, the screw drive. A trolley connected to the garage door would travel along this screw to open and close the door. The red bulb might be a limit switch or an indicator light. This is a classic, durable design of garage door opener from a major American retailer. It's old, about 8 to 9 inches long. The glass piece moves up and down, and there are graded measurements on the shaft in millimeters. It's of possible Swedish origin. What is this? That lens is for a Jackson Cross Cylinder, JCC, an instrument used by optometrists and ophthalmologists to refine the prescription for astigmatism in a patient's eyeglasses. The JCC is a special lens that combines a plus and a minus cylinder on a single handle. The optometrist holds this lens in front of the patient's eye and flips it back and forth, asking the patient which position provides clearer vision. The sliding mechanism and millimeter scale on this version might be for adjusting the position or for another specific measurement. It is a fundamental tool for accurate eyeglass refraction. This is a vertical wooden shelf with small 4x4-inch folding shelves found in a poolside screened-in porch. What is it? That's a CD shelf from IKEA. The commenter had the exact same one in college. It's a tall, narrow shelf designed specifically for storing standard CD jewel cases. Each of the small 4x4-inch folding shelves is designed to hold a single CD case horizontally. The folding design was a stylistic choice, but not particularly practical, which might be why the design was discontinued. Its presence on a porch suggests it was repurposed for holding small plants, knickknacks, or was simply relegated to outdoor storage. These small cardboard discs are found a lot while picking up trash on the dry rocks in a river. The most common trash in the spot includes cans, bottles, and smoking paraphernalia. Any ideas? This looks like the type of thing you would find when cleaning up the mess from fireworks. Many consumer fireworks, especially aerial ones like Roman candles or mortar shells, use cardboard discs like these as wadding, caps, or separating components inside their tubes. After the firework is discharged, these small, lightweight cardboard pieces are scattered around the launch area. Finding a lot of them in a popular hangout spot by a river, especially around the 4th of July or New Year's, is a very common occurrence. What is this sliding, hanging contraption in a kitchen cabinet? It's a metal, retractable double bar with several hook-type things on each side, less than an inch apart. A reverse image search says teacup hooks, but they are way too close together. This is for coffee mugs. While teacups are delicate and would need more space, this rack is designed for the everyday coffee mug. It's a slide-out under-cabinet mug holder. You would mount it to the underside of a cabinet shelf. The multiple, closely spaced hooks are for hanging coffee mugs by their handles, which allows for very dense and space-efficient storage. The sliding mechanism makes it easy to pull the rack out to access the mugs at the back. It's a great space-saving gadget for a coffee lover with a large mug collection. This rusty metal wiring is located behind a toilet in a 19th century British hotel. It has a strange, musky odor. What is it? This is an anti-rodent measure. Gaps around pipes where they pass through walls are a common entry point for mice and rats. To seal these gaps, it is a common practice in pest control to stuff the opening with a coarse, abrasive material like steel wool or a special copper mesh. Rodents cannot or will not chew through this metal material. The musky odor is likely from the rodents that this measure was installed to keep out. The fact that it is old and rusty indicates it has been there for a very long time. Saw this at an airport in Korea. It's a plastic cylinder with a gray scoop thing on top. What is this travel accessory? This is the Instachew Rover Pet Travel Bottle. It is a clever all-in-one water bottle and bowl for traveling with a pet. The main clear cylinder holds the water. The gray scoop-like part on top is the drinking bowl. To use it, you press a button which allows water to flow from the bottle into the bowl for your dog to drink. Any leftover water can then be drained back into the bottle by pressing the button again, which saves water and is very convenient for travel, hiking, or a day at the park. This steel rope has rubber-coated hooks and a metal V. It's possibly from a General Motors product and is 52 inches from the V to the hook. What is it for? This is a spare tire retainer. On many trucks, SUVs, and vans, the spare tire is not stored in the trunk, but is mounted underneath the rear of the vehicle. This cable and hook assembly is part of the winch mechanism that holds the spare tire in place. The V-shaped piece would go through the center of the wheel, and the hooks would secure it. To lower the spare, you would use a tool to operate the winch, which would unspool this cable. It's an essential piece of hardware for the vehicle's spare tire system. What is this purple pipe? It's propped up on sticks and goes on for miles along the M27 in England. This is fiber optic cable ducting, specifically for the National Roads Telecommunications Services (NRTS) network. National highways in the UK rely on about 38,000 roadside devices like CCTV cameras, stopped vehicle detection systems, variable message signs, and emergency telephones. NRTS is the high-speed fiber optic network that allows all these devices to communicate with each other and with the regional and national operating centers. The purple color of the ducting is a standard color code to identify it as containing these critical communication cables. The sticks are temporary supports during the installation phase. This wooden artifact with fabric stripes seems to be an old piece of furniture. It was seen at a market in Piedmont, Italy. What is it? This is a Victorian fireplace screen. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, when fireplaces were a primary source of heat, these decorative screens were a common household item. They were placed in front of the fireplace. Their purpose was not to prevent sparks, a different type of screen did that, but to shield people sitting near the fire from the direct, intense heat, which could be uncomfortable on the face and could damage ladies' delicate complexions, which were often protected with wax-based makeup. The screen, often with a fabric or needlepoint panel, would diffuse the heat gently into the room. Found buried in the woods, this metal object is about the size of a car headlight. It was found alongside a sink. A patent date on it reads March 20th, 1923. What is it? I think it's just an old kitchen sink drain. The large bell-shaped part would be the drain basket or strainer that sits in the hole of the sink. The smaller part below would be the body of the drain that the tailpiece of the P-trap would connect to. In the 1920s, these were often large, robust pieces made of cast brass or iron, much heavier and more substantial than the thin chrome-plated steel or plastic drains used today. Finding it alongside a discarded sink confirms its identity. This tool was inherited from a sailor who also worked a bit on airplanes. The cable is flexible and the head expands when rotated. The head has a black rubber bumper. What is it? This looks like an engine cylinder hone, or possibly a smaller one for a brake cylinder. A hone is a tool used to produce a very precise surface finish inside a cylinder. It consists of several abrasive stones, or legs, that are pressed outwards. When the tool is rotated, usually by a hand drill, the stones polish the inside of the cylinder, creating a specific crosshatch pattern that is ideal for the piston rings to seat against, ensuring a good seal. The flexible shaft allows it to be used in hard-to-reach cylinders. Bought at a Pride event, the finder forgot to ask what this is. The beads are probably plastic and on an elastic string. A white part can be opened. What is it? This is a bracelet lanyard. It's a fashion accessory that combines a beaded bracelet with a functional lanyard clip. The beaded part is worn around the wrist. The part that opens, likely a carabiner-style clip or a key ring, is for attaching your keys, a small coin purse, a student ID, or a work badge. They are a popular and stylish way to keep small, essential items handy and secure, especially at events like festivals where you might not want to carry a full bag. If you love uncovering strange and mysterious objects, hit that like button and subscribe. Stay curious. More finds coming soon.